I'm making myself laugh. I wanted to do a video, and this is going to be a video where I'm not going to really talk music at all. I originally This was going to be like a rant kind of thing. I wanted to, and I'm still going to at some point, give my views on the mainstream medical association. They did a great job of fixing the problem, but there are more things to fixing a person than fixing the engine. We also have brains and feelings and emotions and things like that. And that's a we'll discuss that on a different day. But this all that kind of got me thinking about other things, and one of the things that ties into the music thing is I've been told by the doctors that my tumor is gone, and I've also, since this whole thing started, I never thought that this was about the physical part of the cancer. I always thought this was about a wake up call. This was, dude, you got to do something. You have to. You're not. You're not dead. You're supposed to do something with your life, with yourself. You're supposed to. Or you are gonna die. It wasn't about the cancer being in my body. Fighting that always felt like I always knew. It was more like an annoyance. Get out of here. Is more like what it was and still is. I got scar tissue down there. I've got to figure out how to deal with that now and get me totally unblocked. But it was never about the physical part of all of this. It was more about getting better as a human being and maybe finding, your purpose in life. Maybe that's what all this was about. I'm not sure. Like I said, all this is unscripted and I'm just random thoughts kind of. But one of the things about all this, through all this, there are themes that have been through all everything that has been taking place. And one of the things is getting in tune. You can I put on the I don't even know what you call it. You can save songs here, and favorites, whatever. So the Who's over there getting in tune because, you I think that's part of all of this growth thing in me is getting in tune. I also think it's part of the problem with the world today. That's I think we're all, I don't know. I was totally not getting in tune with what was around me. I think I actually was getting in tune, but the wrong way, because I one thing about me is I pick up on other people's emotions very easily, and I can, even if you don't know what you're feeling, sometimes I do, which is just weird and annoying as hell. But the thing that I think I had been focusing on is the negativity, and not and that was it instead. And there's more. I mean, there's so much more out there. It's not funny. And I think I was just focusing in on negativity, and I think I was getting mired in that in my life and in everything. And I think this whole journey that I've been on has more been, we got to get together, man. We got to all realize what's going on. We all, you hear all your life that especially if you're raised Christian and all that, and love, and the world's built on love, and we all got. And I think that one problem I have with the world is the whole rah rah thing, and I think that I didn't let that into my world because I just killed it before it I would let it in. So I need to let more in, and I think that's true of kind of the world, and I don't know where I'm going with this, but it's more like we all, I don't know, but the whole getting in tune thing, and getting, I think that's the whole thing is I was one of the reasons, one of the things that got me on this. I've been trying to learn new songs, and one of the things, I'm trying to learn John Cafferty, "Some Like It Hot," and one of the things that the chords are easy. I mean, it's like it's okay, blah, 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 but the thing that I was not getting was the groove, and Billy Gibbons got me into that. I was just watching videos with Billy Gibbons, and dude knows how to get shuffle on, man. But it was more, my reactions that to the music that I was noticing, and I just, not even thinking about it. I was, doing this, and then I started thinking about it, and it's more like, wait a minute, and it's like, oh my god, and it's like I started hearing the music more, if that makes sense. But when I could get into the groove, you get into, it's like where I grew up, and all this comes together full circle, because I like to say that I grew up in the Atlantic Ocean. My mom will say, "You had a roof over your head. You spent a lot of time in the ocean, but you didn't grow up in it." Yes, Mom, I know. But growing up, being part of the Atlantic Ocean, so much waves and in tune and guitars and waves, and it all goes together, and everything just goes like that, and you have to ride the waves, and the good ones and the bad ones. And I just, I told my mom about, she never knew that I literally almost drowned once, and I got caught in a riptide. I didn't know what a riptide was then. I was a kid. I had no idea what it was. Found out super quick. And one of the things that went through my mind was, I had heard about people talking about riptides, but I never thought I would actually experience one. But one of the things was that they said was, you can't fight it. There's no way you can fight it. There is no way you can win. You just, and basically it is give up. And that went through my mind, and it's give up. And I just went, and I popped up, and I was able to breathe. And then when I was able to breathe again, I was able to look around, and I was like, oh wow. And I could see what was going on then. And it's, oh, woo, look. And I was able to swim cross. In riptides, just don't fight it, go across it. But that was my first lesson in that, and it's like, okay, you have to respect whatever is coming, whatever wave is coming, whatever. You have to learn to live with it, and you have to learn to deal with it. You have to, yeah, and I think learning to ride the wave of everything, this whole life is a wave, man, and you got to ride it. And I think I've been trying to learn more about all this stuff, and I think that's the whole point of me getting cancer, and maybe this here is me trying to express that to the world, and please don't give up hope, and don't. And please, yeah, love definitely is the answer, and we need to express that and stop fighting each other, man. There are problems, but like a riptide, you can go across it. You can get out of it. You can. Nothing's impossible. Miracles can happen. This cancer getting out of me, man, that's a miracle. It happened. I can't ever deny that ever again. And there's hope for the world. We can do this. I also wanted to respond. Somebody left a comment to me, Tony. Thank you. If you made it through everything and see this, man, thank you, dude. freaking wonderful. And that was all part of this, this response. This was all just thinking about stuff today. And I wanted to bitch and moan, and it came out, no, man, things need to get better, and we can do this, man. It just, we all need to just start thinking correctly. We can do this, and we're not against each other. There are no sides. I can't stand that, man. There are no sides. We're in this together. We really are, and we need to start acting like that, please. And miracles can happen. Please believe that. I'll see you on the flip side, man.